Hello YouTube. So again, I have another quick review here for you guys. Hopefully this one will be quicker than my previous review, which was my first. I just got this in the mail, and don't worry about the box. I think they haven't gotten their act together, so to speak, over there at Banggood and Eachine in terms of this box, or maybe they decided not to have a new box for the product. But what I have here for you guys is not the QX100 as listed there, but instead I'm pretty excited because what we have is the brand new Eachine E10S, which is the full F3 board Taranis FreeSky compatible version of their little E10 quad that I previously reviewed and really loved. So the reason I got this is obviously because I like the other one. I love these little whoops, and here it is. I love these little whoops. I think they're pretty incredible for what they are and what they can do. Sorry that the lighting is so bad right now. I don't know what happened. Yeah, so I just got this in the mail, and I'm pretty excited. I haven't had a chance to set it up. Wanted you guys to see the unboxing and show you what it comes with, what you can expect. So like I said, it comes in this little package. It does not come with a ton. The box isn't even, for it explicitly. Got to do these little makeshift pads so that it wouldn't get crushed, but it doesn't matter. What you have here is F3 board with FreeSky Taranis, the Taranis protocol, so, as usually is commonly known by a lot of folks. Or rather, it's the protocol that the OpenTX uses, which the Taranis uses to control things. In any case, it's got a board. You can connect it, and I believe it comes preloaded with OpenPilot, or yeah, no, not OpenPilot. It comes preloaded with, and maybe I'll have to cut this part so that it makes more sense, but it comes preloaded with CleanFlight. That's right, CleanFlight. So, like I said, it's got an F3 board. It comes preloaded with CleanFlight, and it's got these amazing little, and I hope you can see them there in focus, 59,000 kV 6.15 millimeter motors. So these are the upgraded motors that they do sell for the Whoop and for other quadcopters that you can plug and play. But this one comes with those pre-installed, and it comes with the same camera, the EF02 that comes with the normal E10C model that I reviewed previously. The frame is cool because it's not the same frame as the E10. It actually has the frame from the F36 freebie, I think, or rather a copy of it, because it's got the slanted struts, so that angled struts, I should say, so that you get a little bit more out of these ducted fans, a little bit more power. So I'm pretty excited about that. It's pretty sturdy but flexible, so that's nice. So in a crash, it probably won't break. The camera, I reviewed it last time. It's a great camera, great clarity. Really loved it. So I'm excited for this. I think it's going to work out pretty well. Mine came a little bit offset, I don't know if you can tell, offset from center, so I'll fix that. And like I said, I haven't tested it out, but I'll test it out, do a little bit of DVR footage that I'll add, and then after that I will also give you my final thoughts on this. One thing I will say right away, looking at it, my one gripe that I have with this, and it's not the offset camera, but it's actually this. So everybody knows these. Everybody that flies has seen these micro LOSI connectors. They're great. They allow for the quad to get a ton of current through, because the wires are usually bigger than on the smaller little JST connectors. That said, because this is supposed to be a little AcroWhoop competitor, and all of the other AcroWhoop clones come with the MCXP plug like the Blade Inductrix, I think that's a pretty kind of annoying mistake there that they chose to go with this instead. And I get it, there's more batteries that use the micro-loci plug than there are quadcopters that use the Inductrix style plug. But the reality is if you have one of these, you might already have an E10 that's not one of these F3 board quads, and as such you're going to want to be able to use your little batteries. And I have a ton of these batteries for the E10, the 45C batteries, which are really pretty amazing. And this one's a 45C battery too. It's probably the same battery, just with this connector. But now that means that in order to use this one, I'll either have to get more batteries with the micro-loci connector, or I'm going to have to solder on the other type of connector, the MXC, or rather the Inductrix type style connector, MXCXP, or the Inductrix style connector, in order to use this one. So that's kind of annoying. I'll say that right off the bat. So I'm going to fly it with this first, and depending on how I like it, or rather, almost certainly I'll be adding either by splicing it to this or just straight up soldering to the board the other type of lead, so I can just use my other batteries, because I have so many more of those. Now, other thing, the color scheme is kind of cool. I like it. I'm not big on the orange, but it should be pretty visible, and it should look pretty cool when it flies. And the red is awesome. This sort of red and clear look that they have going on, I really, really like. So I'm excited. Other things that come in the package, you get, sorry, apologize. You get an extra set of props, so you just get 4. You get a prop remover, so that's handy. It's just a standard style, kind of like the ones you get in Hubsan and stuff. Stick it in, pop it out. On these motors, I think the shaft is longer because the motors stick out, sorry, the props stick out way more, and you can't really push them down more than that, so the shaft part is just longer on these. You also get a couple of other things. Little rubber band. I think it's if you want to use it to extra secure your camera. I don't think it's necessary. And you get 2 more of these little pads. I assume they're actually supposed to be for the battery or something else, but I guess you could also use them to reinstall your camera if yours came crooked like mine. So that's, oh, and you get a charger. You get a little micro-loci charger for the USB for your awesome little 150 milliamp hours and 45C 1 cell battery. So that's that for now. It still ended up being longer than I expected. I'm gonna go ahead and do the line of sight flying, and then I will post that and my final thoughts at the end. So now I'll go to the flight. Alright, so I just got done with flying this, and I think I like it. It's very stable. I think it, it does recover from bumps and crashes pretty well. I think the only thing I really sort of have an issue with is that it doesn't really seem to have a ton more power than the stock E10. I think if somebody asked me, like, which one should I get to start, I probably would get the E10C. It seemed to be a lot more punchy. So, like, unless you really can't stand a small transmitter, or you don't have the module for your Tyrannus over here to fly it with it, I don't know if this is a huge upgrade. I think it's cool. There's a potential of adding Acro and tweaking the PID controllers and all of that. I think that's cool. I think that's great. I think the motors sound different. They definitely spool up pretty fast, and they sound punchy. And maybe my problem is that I'm flying it indoors here inside my apartment, which is not that big. Maybe if I was flying it outside, flying it with more room, it'd be another beast. But I felt like I had to stay fairly mid-throttle. It stabilizes too quickly, so it kind of didn't give you that same sort of feeling of speed. The camera's still great. The camera still has that very sharp clarity, good color contrast, and all that stuff. But I don't know. I'm not quite convinced. I like it. I don't regret buying it. I think it's worth the money, especially because you get it as a package, and really, these motors and this board, if you wanted to make this yourself, you'd end up spending probably just about the same. And you kind of get it all together, pre-soldered and pre-configured. So you can't lose, but at the same time, I'm gonna mod this quite a bit to make it be what I want it to be, because it wasn't quite that. It was, was a fairly standard quadcopter in its stock form. Yeah, so those are my thoughts. I think what I'm gonna do to make it better. Oh yeah, also I should say the battery that it comes with, it's supposed to be the same as the other 45C batteries that they're selling now with these tiny whoops, but I felt like it didn't last as long. I don't know what, maybe I don't know what it is, but it didn't last as long. It drained pretty quickly, and then checking the voltage, because it does have telemetry. That's cool. I'll add that you can check your voltage for the quad through the Tyrannus, which obviously if you're flying FPV, it doesn't it doesn't work out so well. But if you happen to crash and look down, you can see where the battery voltage is. I hope there's a place to add a buzzer for low VAT, but I haven't seen that. So yeah, I like it. It's cool. It's different, and I'll probably still fly it. I'll do some mods. Probably gonna take this camera away because I don't like how tall it is. I think the beauty of this is how low profile it is, and so if I can do what I did with my Furby 36, I should say F36, and put the both clash camera down here and everything at the bottom so that it's pretty sleek, that's what I'm gonna go with. And this camera will go on another project because it's a really good camera. That I'll give full credit for. And the board's not bad. I think, again, maybe I just need more space, and maybe I just don't have enough space here to really let it rip. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Maybe the next time you'll see this, I'll be flying it with the full mods, 2-blade props, all that goodness to make it just a little bit faster and just a little bit more what I wanted it to be, which modding is not a bad thing. All right, so I've already talked too much. Thank you again for watching, and hopefully I'll do more of these. If you like this, obviously give me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe. I'll try to do more of these depending on whether or not people enjoy them, and if not, then I'll do fewer, but for myself. All right, thank you.